Alright, so I considered, because it's been a little while since I've actually screwed around on LU, I considered making a video, was it a day or so ago? I don't know, a little while back. The days, it's exam time, days are blending into one. Hello there. Yeah, basically considered doing a video on basically going around to the WBL worlds and mucking around there, because the thing is, they actually have some of the most interesting physics in LU. And mostly because, well, yeah, mostly due to, what I say, I think this jump is possible. I think we can get up here. I mean, yeah. So don't expect anything today to be, in any sense, a useful skip or anything like that. That's very much not what I'm going for or expecting here. Basically, I'm just aiming. Basically, yeah, I just want to, because there's a limited amount of interesting parkour in LU, and like, most of that I've already looked at very extensively. I have not spent too much time, however, on World Build Elite planets. Mostly because I normally tried to aim to do stuff that had a point to it. And why would anyone really spend, like, no speedrun would ever, like, spend too much time in one of these. But I also do enjoy doing this just for fun. Like, it doesn't actually have to go towards a speedrun or anything like that. So basically, yeah, I decided to come around and take a look at these worlds because, yeah, there aren't too many properties that I haven't visited yet on this server, and yeah, these worlds seemed like a good place to come if I wanted to muck around with some potentially interesting physics. So why is this physics typically more interesting than anywhere else in LU? Well, it's because basically, like Avant Gardens, etc., was heavily optimized. The well-built elite planets were not, in terms of physics. I think in part because they're smaller. I'm not 100% certain why. Anyway, I think I've spent some time in the past in Deep Freeze, and I've never really found anything that's too interesting. I know of interesting stuff in Portobello and Robot City. Moonbase, I don't think there's too much. I have not been able to discover an out-of-bounds glitch for Moonbase, so there's nothing interesting there, which I know of. But there may be some interesting stuff with the lower gravity. Here, yeah, this is, I would say, one of the less interesting WBL worlds. So I began on this video a while back, and then basically, or a couple of days ago, and then was like, I don't know, I was meeting up with a friend or something, and was just like, okay, I've spent a couple of minutes looking at Deep Freeze. This was not worth my time. This is definitely not worth anyone else's time in a video. Deep Freeze, quite nice world, but kind of boring from a challenge, parkour, whatever standpoint. So we move on. Next one up, I guess let's go Moonbase. Because I know, because there's one particular challenge which I'm gonna spend enough time to hopefully grind out in Robot City. I've done it in the past. Ooh, that's interesting. Why have I crashed? This is where actually editing videos would come in nice and handy for everyone watching. Unfortunately, this is me. You probably shouldn't be expecting that high quality content by now. I wonder why that crashed. I wonder if there was a particular reason that it did crash, more importantly. Yep, thank you. I say I don't like or use camera cutscenes at all. I absolutely hate them. That's interesting. I wonder if I could use this to... You very rarely hold your rocket before you've started putting the rocket on. Okay, let's try this a second time. Oh, it wasn't Robot City. Well, okay, looks like we're going to Robot City sooner rather than later. It's fine, doesn't really matter too much which one I go to. I mean, assuming they start, but at least Robot City seems to be starting. Could be Moonbase had a bug with it or whatever. So yeah, I just want to take a bit of a look around. So yeah, so these buildings on the outside, I think some of them actually do have physics associated with them, but I think mostly they're out. Mostly there's like an invisible wall. But we do get far enough, so let's see. I know some Robot City buildings are climbable. However, I don't know if the ones which actually ended up in Robot City are. They may have had that optimized away. So that isn't. Oh, this is. Might be a little bit precise. Okay, this is at least theoretically climbable. Yeah, because you can do that. There we are. Okay, so I can get up onto the next level in theory at least. But I can't get up any higher. That's kind of a fun one. Quite like that. No interesting physics here. This is just a copy of the same building. Copy of the same building, but actually now out of bounds, so even less interesting. I guess I'm punching you. That's weird, because that is like right on the boundary of being standable. Wait a second, can I? Should be able to do this. Yeah. Okay, so you can get up here, despite the fact that it's not meant to be standable. If you go up this edge, it is, as long as your character lands semi-precisely. Hey there. Do you not have anything better to be doing for the time? Don't ask that question back at me. That's not a question I want to think too hard about. Yeah. Might be able to. Depends where the collision starts. No. Okay, so we can get up on top of these. Or at least we should be able to. Is there any good reason to ever want to? Almost certainly no. Can we get on top of that? Kind of close. No. Pretty certain that's not doable. I mean, again, without stuff like spring shoes at any rate. Could you get up to the window ledges from here? No. You can't. Although, that was kind of weird where my shadow ended up there. What? Oh, okay, so I think there's a really, really smooth wall there. Which, I mean, I can't do anything about it. I don't think I can get up. But, interesting to note, at least. How about this? Anything interesting here? I mean, I don't even if I make that jump. The next jump will be too high for me to make. Got the same thing here, unless I can jump on top of this guy, which I can. So I kind of figured they wouldn't have. Oh, wait seconds. This could be the beginnings of a route if. No, okay. There's no physics to land on up there. Go away. Not interested. Yeah, okay, no. Just wondering if in theory you can get over there for using this as a starting point. Don't think it doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like I'm not hugely invested in my being able to do so. Yeah, nothing. That does have physics, but nothing particularly interesting about it. Nothing to get me up high enough. This doesn't have physics. Yeah, hello. this will have physics, but will be too steep and I'll slide off. Wait a sec, what the? Ooh, I'm not certain that should happen. Huh. That's weird. That assumes that to be impossible. That's really kind of odd. I wonder how exactly that works. Because, like, yeah, I don't know exactly how LU always calculates what surface... Like, specifically when you're on the corners of surfaces, I don't know how it calculates what is and is not standable. Okay, cool. Even if I could, I can't get far enough to hit those to potentially get on them. So, it's not much. Yeah, go away. Don't care. Really don't care. Okay, more or less. Yeah, we're around the whole thing. So there are the other parts. I mean, I can probably get onto these. Well, I know I can get onto these trees. Can I get onto these trees without going up particularly high is the only real question. So, I mean, let's get up onto here, and then from here, yeah, I should be able to, at the very least, with the use of a quick score, get up onto another tree. I believe I can. The issue is tree hitboxes are slightly weird. They're not made to be particularly easily stood on. I'm fairly certain I should be able to. I mean, I still stand by that's probably doable, but I'm not going to waste time grinding it out because it's far more interesting challenge here. This was one of the first things I think I ever dropped as a challenge, except I just did it by randomly spawning the thing in because I didn't know the name of it. Because, I knew the name of it, I didn't know where it was from. Well, I guess I did, but I don't know. I didn't care enough to actually hunt it down. And yeah, this is one of the harder challenges I've come up with. Now, I nearly one-shot this the other day. As in, I did the final jump, the jump that that used to cause me a lot of difficulty. I did that first time. So it's that jump right there. So I should say there are one or two other interesting things about this area. For instance, that you can climb up. My timing on these is a bit off, as you can tell. But you can climb up these like this. That's my idea. Which is not doing a great job, but yeah, it's effectively what you do is you just get sufficiently on the edge that you can, like, normally if I jump up, I'll bang my head on the top, but I get sufficiently on the edge that my character's hitbox begins to go off, and that just gives me enough time to make the jump up, and that's, yeah, I don't think there are any bounces to get up here, so I think that is the fastest way of doing that. But, so the real challenge is whether or not you can get to the top without ever using one of those. And it is possible. I've done it a couple of times, but let's just... Right, that was bad. Let's just see if I can pull it off here and now. And apparently not. Apparently I am fairly incompetent. Again, you already know that, don't you? Okay, so... Go. Ground pound onto that. Okay, I'm messing up the early stage easy jumps. That's not great. Yeah, so the other day I did manage to do this virtually first time. As in, yeah, the hard bit near the end. As it's basically, what makes it difficult is that it's a largely blind jump to walk off by a certain amount. So there we are. I've definitely gotten a bit better since I started doing the since I did this challenge first time. And yeah, no. Oh, that was close. So the challenge actually ends when you make it on top of the robot's head. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's about all the parkour I can see in this world. Obviously, this provides a very, very easy route to get on top of the trees. Hear that? But a little bit of that. Creepy as heck. I don't like that. The 3 disembodied heads. Woo. Fun. Thank you, Lego Universe. Cool. Yep. So now next on our list. Honestly, yeah, I'm glad that went by fairly quickly, just because those are fun, but I've done them before a fair amount. So what I want to do is, so there's one in Portobello that I have not managed in ages. There are a couple in Portobello. I guess I should investigate Moonbase first. Because, yeah, Moonbase is one of the more interesting. Okay. Demonstrate cutscene, and just to demonstrate, because people were saying, like, dying during these resets them. Doesn't. There might be. Oh, it does apparently bug out DLU, though. Wait a second, that... Nope, that's just, for whatever reason, Moonbase's spawn points are broken, I guess. Can I even get inside? What could have caused that? Okay, I'm going to do a quick once around. Because there are a couple of things that could have caused that, and some of them are more interesting than others. Basically the question in my head right now is this live accurate? Or is this a DLU specific bug? To get some sense of that, I want to see, well, I mean, I can't actually work that out directly from doing this, but let's see what I can see. Wait a second. I'm soft locked. Okay, this is more fun. This is okay. Can I break this soft lock then? Can I manage to find a way back in? Okay, so first off, I'm gonna. Okay. Okay, so there are a couple of things I can give a go. So the first is hope that there are multiple ways. There's no mini-map, that makes my life slightly more annoying. Okay, what I need to do is I need to work out which direction I'm going in. Great, this is going to be really annoying to line up. Okay, so I know there's going to be a spawn point near the, or I at least expect there to be a spawn point near that building at the far side. Which means if I can get out of bounds, or like off the edge out of bounds, then I may be able to trigger that spawn point from underneath the map. The issue is, and that spawn point may be itself within bounds. issue is I kind of want to... I guess I can actually just line myself up after I make it to the edge, can't I? Okay, that's annoying. Want to be somewhere where I can get off the edge while still being able to see. It's faded out, no. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to roughly aim. The issue is I went over most of the top of the dome, and I still didn't trigger any spawn points. This is less than ideal. So yeah, more or less, I'm just going to run forwards and hope right now. Otherwise, I mean, I can always send a message, ask to be let out. Yeah, warning for if you're not good with flashing lights, look away. I guess I should have said that a little bit sooner. Sorry. Okay. Still falling. I should have done a location check, shouldn't I? Dang, that was dumb. Oh, wait a second. That's not terrain. This seems to be... There was something there that was slightly more interesting. I'm just going to go for it and hope. There might just... But the thing is, there might literally just be one spawn point. Moon bases are really small. Dang it. Well, this may be where I call this. Wasn't what I was expecting. Yeah, I mean, there are clips which spring to mind, but I... Wait, what on earth is the... That's weird. So I can, like, try and abuse enemies, but there's no real way I can actually get hit back through, I'm pretty certain. Give it a go. Yeah, they don't deal knockback. So yeah, knockback can in theory clip you through stuff, but these don't deal it, so it's not going to work. Yeah, I think we are soft locked here. I can't think of any. I mean, honestly, this might be an interesting challenge to try and break, but the issue is, yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on with this. Like, I don't know if there was a spawn point left over somehow internally in the client near the top of the dome or not. So, yeah. That, I think, so can I try and get a lift? Look. Just slightly too slow. Oh well. Anyway, yeah. I guess this ended sooner than I expected, but I guess thank you all very much for watching. I've been Introvert you, and I'll see you around. Bye.